just here at the airport, people watching and listening to a podcast and waiting for a plane. The podcast I'm listening to is a Rich Roll one with a guy called Daniel Pinchbeck, I think. Like, what a dude! Like, really crazy topics that he's talking about. Like, he's talking about the reincarnation of people and also the planet, and almost like different levels of consciousness, like human consciousness. And I just think that is such a fascinating subject. I think it's not even like what is happiness, it's like what is peace, like mental, and not peace as in my day-to-day life is simple, just my day-to-day life is manageable, or a certain level of like clarity. Like, I think that's such something that the planet would just function so much better if everybody had a little bit more mental clarity. And I think that ties in RT4 right there. I think that's what Freely and Durnwriter are trying to create. They're trying to instill that mental clarity with people by getting rid of the things that fog up our brains. The amount of people here buying fucking enormous bottles of vodka, duty-free vodka, whoop-de-doo, or cigarettes, and just like filling up on absolute rubbish food. It's like, what time in the morning is it? It's like 12 o'clock in the morning, and there's people drinking. Like, and then of course you've got the fucking coffee absolutely everywhere. That's the heart of RT4. That's what that's trying to create. That although it's within the realms of veganism did never specified, oh, don't drink coffee, or veganism never specified, go out and get some exercise. But how can we change the planet if we're not mentally clear? If our brains are still so fogged up and fucking undercarbed, then we're never ever going to be able to achieve anything. And that's what RT4 does. That no other vegan group has really created, and if they have, it's a run-on from RT4. That's my take on it anyway. Don't think of RT4 as a diet. Think of it as a stepping stone in creating awareness within people, because until we get rid of all that rubbish and until we have enough of the right foods in our system, then we're never going to be able to do anything with the planet. We cannot help the planet, we cannot help the animals, we cannot help anyone if we can't help ourselves. And that's what RT4 is trying to do. It's trying to help us to help ourselves. And that's how it starts, So anyway, I'm gonna go get on a plane, go to Ireland, see my family. I'll upload some videos so you can see where I'm from, see some Irish vegan cooking, and yeah, just carb up, stop worrying about the finer details, like like weight gain and whether or not carbs make you fat, or whether or not you should eat one avocado or 2 avocados a day. In the grand scheme of things, it's irrelevant. They're just trying to create awareness within people, and it's not until you get rid of the shit that you can create that awareness. Mental clarity. RT4 provides people with a level of clarity that they wouldn't have had they not come to this lifestyle. They could have been vegan, but they wouldn't have had the mental clarity. That's my take on RT4, and that's why I think RT4 and Durnwriter and Freely are just like, I don't worship anyone. I don't think that, all hail Freely and Durnwriter. I don't think like that. But you can't deny they're fucking geniuses. They're clever people, and they're trying their best to help the planet, and they had a very brilliant strategic way of doing it, So eat some dates, which I have here. Always bring food at you if you're a vegan and traveling. Got my lunchbox full of figs, dates, apples, anything that travels well. Always have a lunchbox. My life is all about lunchboxes. So, yeah. Carb up.